Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, when I clicked that button, it was supposed to come over and go Towers of Doom, because I tried to like time it based on when they said they were going, but apparently they were late because it did not go on time. But regardless, hello, welcome. We are here for game number 1 between the HotsDads and FC Hong Kong. This is going to be on Towers of Doom, a map we usually see at the end of an epic series. So basically, by going to this map for number 1, I am being promised an epic series, and I will have an accounting if that does not come through. I want to make sure all of you know that. I want to make sure everyone understands what is going to be happening. We'd have Chromie, the little baby dragon, being banned out first and foremost. The little sand mage. Things are going relatively okay, Joselle. Cannot complain. Never felt better or had less. To go in and have the countdown going on. Second ban coming on FC Hong Kong in just a second. Oh, for a split second, because the color of your name was the exact same for me, I thought that Joselle was like, you know, go FC, and I was like, wow, you picked a team very abruptly. We do have Hogger being banned out second most. Hogger actually, a skilled Hogger player could actually bounce between top and mid lane, making Hogger debatably the fastest double soaker on this map. I think Malthiel might still beat him with On a Pale Horse, but it's flippin' close, flippity flip close. So getting Hogger out of there definitely means that at least FC Hong Kong believes there's a super talented Hogger player on the side of the HotsDads. Stukov being removed, the Russian silence. The Russian silence factory? It will show you a monster. That guy? I still think there should be voice lines whenever a character is banned. Why is this not a thing? Grr. And lastly, do I have the Joe? So fuck me up before you Joe. Alright, here we have our first pick of the game. So all the bans are out. We have Joe, we have Stukov, we have Chromie, and we have Hogger. A very, very nice distribution of bans. We have an offlaner, a healer, a DPS, and a tank all banned out. So no one's hero pool should be that impacted, unless someone is just like the world's ultimate flex. Anduin is the first pick, but I'm dropping frames like crazy right now. Okay, it looks like the connection get better. Here's the problem. I am in a hotel right now, so if I do drop the broadcast a lot, I apologize. I'm going to try not to, but unfortunately there's a limited amount I can do about it, because like I said, I'm at a hotel, I'm on Wi-Fi. You know, if the thing's just overwhelmed, I can't do a whole lot about it.
I yearn for battle.
That's gotta be a 4-man Imperius. I cannot imagine you would go for an offlane Imperius on this map. Okay, Leoric makes a lot more sense. If Leo goes to offlane, Leoric will just bury him in soak. Like, it will be an absolute slaughter. But I do imagine that is Geo with a 4-man Imperius. Exactly, Tikor. Alright, so speaking of which, let's see what voice we have here. So a Nubarak. Oh, I mean, a Nubarak could just repeat the Kiki line that he has, because that has a whole different definition. It would still be quite appropriate. Coward. And we do gonna have the Rexar being banned out. Interesting. I'm surprised they're afraid of the Rex, because here's the thing, Rexar's a really, really good offlaner, but Leo definitely out double soaks him. And on this map, the offlaners don't actually fight one another that often. So I'm a bit surprised to see the Rexar banned out. So there's our actual offlaner. Malthiel will out-soak the Leoric. Leo might actually have to go aggressive and try and slow down Malthiel's rotation. Because that's the thing, his double soak speed is dependent on his level 1, is dependent on a pale horse, which is
abandons no man.
Interesting. So we have double healer, very, very, very beefy 4-man, and the Malthiel. The other problem Malthiel's going to have is that he's super, super, super gankable. Like, Malthiel does not have a very good escape, But let's go ahead and get into the actual game. Let's see what we can find out, and I will see you in just a second. Also get your betting up, because I know how much you guys like to bet. All right, here we go. Game number 1. We do go ahead and have, zooming out just a little bit, HotsDads coming out of the blue gate are going to be represented by Eliel playing the Anduin, King playing that there Leoric, Wiggity will be on the Jaina. On the Unhappy Cloud, we do go and have Krogdun. I want to say, Krogan, because I play way too much Mass Effect, but Krogdun playing the Tygus, and we do go and have Bird Flu, the influenza vaccine, coming out here on the May. I love the happy clouds going around the sad cloud. That's fantastic. And Tygus, what?
Let the battle begin.
We do go and have on the other side, Spotted Daddy is going to be on the Uther. We have Geo on the Imperius. Calorax is going to be playing the Zul'jin. K Tizzle is going to be on, who is that? Malthiel. I didn't recognize the skin for a second. And Desda on the little Brightwing. So here's the format. Leor already going up to the top lane, going up here in order to try to start moving this out. Just like Malthiel is on their way up. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do have, as expected, on a pale horse taken for the Malthiel. And I'd be able to make him be able to move and double soak very effectively. We already have the bottom lane being occupied by FC Hong Kong. Let's see them going back and forth. Neither side is going to their camps yet because the camps don't exist. One of the big things that is necessary in order to take a camp is for the camp to be present. And there they go, immediate move-in from both sides. Oh, I loved how Anduin was sitting here anchoring. I'm like, Anduin, what are you going to do if they come over? Like, really? There's a little bit of battle down here between Bird Flu and, what was that? Splendid Daddy? Did I not say that word before? I did not remember that name at all. The Splendid Daddy on the Uther, if I didn't say it. Oh, nice. Please, coming out of the Zul'jin. Did take Recklessness, unfortunately, so does not have, like, anything that benefits for that. I don't think there is a level 1 for Zul'jin that benefits that. I think it's later in the talent tree. A lot of damage going on to Geo. Geo down to about half health. There's Splendid Daddy walking around the Christmas tree. Meanwhile, the double soaking continues. There's not a whole lot I can say about double soaking. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time looking at them because they really do just avoid each other. They're like two ships passing in the night. Oh, Geo tried to go in, but ended up being stunned. Lots of damage going on to Splenda. Uther trying to get on out of there. Zul'jin only up to 2 stacks so far. Looking at it, we do have Jaina up to 1380 out of 12,000. Tychus does go Master Assassin. That almost guarantees you we're going to see Odin at level 10. And then we just go in and have the Piercing Light on the Anduin. Also a lot of damage onto May. They do back out. They almost got May. You're being brave? Did all 5 of them come down here? Oh, yeah, no, I didn't see Leo for a second. Oh, and Anduin has left the game. So I am going to have to go ahead and put this into a in between for just a second. I will be back when the game comes back. I don't want anyone to be coming in and look at the minimap. Sorry. busy trying to find background music, and I didn't actually see that they were about to start, but you know what, they are starting. Both sides have shot off. The bird flew very, very low. Geo in the sideline looking for something. There is a bit of damage. Leo, King going in. King walks right into Caltrax, goes ahead and catches some access to the Faith. No one did get on either side just yet, although that's going to change right now as May goes down. May decided that yes, she wants Axe. And that is going to be a core advantage on the side of SC Hong Kong. I just want to pick up from Splendid Daddy. I have to say, how the heck is Splendid Daddy not on HotsDads? He's got the word daddy in his name. Like, there needs to be... I need to check these rosters and make sure he didn't just end up on the wrong side of this conflict. Seems incorrect. We do go in and have Splendid Daddy. Oh. There's a counter kill. Uther goes down. Uther Ghost gonna walk around. We do have a little bit of advantage, about a 1 level advantage on the side of the HotsDads for the time being. Although that is quickly evaporating as more and more experience is picked up. I do like how good they are at, like, moving back and forth, not letting Zuljin get stacked. Alright, Brightwing goes down. Desta got a little bit too aggressive, trying to get this taken care of. But that's the thing, we do have a double Ultra coming up right as Brightwing comes back in. But, of course, Brightwing can teleport, so she'll be right back here into the battlefield the second this comes back up. The second we're able to have this in. We're going to have a little bit of a fight here in the middle. We are past level 4, so Malthus does have that die alone.
Activate them now.
Geo's being a little aggro into Bird Flu and just taking a ton from this Tychus in this highlight. There is J Tizzle, a lot of them very, very low. Bottom lane is already picked up, so the battle is right here. We're going to have someone. Will it be FC Hong Kong that stays in the lead? J Tizzle gets pushed back just a little bit. I'm a bit surprised that FC Hong Kong isn't being a little bit more aggressive into this. Like, only, Geo really seems to be, like, diving head first. Because that's the thing. Like, if Uther goes down, that's what he's designed to do. Like, Uther is almost more effective as a ghost. Here's just, like, a huge amount of damage. We do go into that going down. Super, super low health. And there's King. King is taken out by the Malfield. Very low health bar for that FC Hong Kong. And Geo will go down. I know I said they should be more aggressive, but that does rely on Splenda being, like, closer to the front line. Just rush in there and get some, like, elbow grease. Level 10 is achieved for both sides. We could go and have the Ring of Frost on the side of Jaina, Entomb, Ice Wall, Light Bomb, and Commandeer Odin. As predicted. Master Assassin up to 5 stacks. For those of you that do not remember or haven't played this game in a while, the old talent used to give you 1% bonus attack speed, and at 15 it gave you an additional 10% up to 25. The new one gives you 10% from go, but nothing until you get all 15. So it's a bonus for the first 10 kills, and then it's actually weaker than the old one. Obviously, when the thing is done, all of them are safe. There we have a nice stun. The Ice Wall comes out, but it looks like Light Bomb comes in on the other side. A lot of going down. We have 2 people into the Ice Wall. This is just the Frost, the Flames. Uther does go down first. This is actually really good. I mean, you want Uther to die, if anyone died. So, with that being taken care of, we can go ahead and have, lots of damage to Geo, and Geo will go down. Up to 7 stacks of a Master Assassin. So So it looks like Joselle is getting their wish granted, as the dad team is definitely doing better at the moment. 7 kills to 3. And most likely a fairly uncontested turn-in. They do not have Imperius back yet.
The altar is ours. Fire on the gravekeeper.
So 24 to 32. If we want to talk statistics, we can say that the core of FC Hong Kong is only 75% of the core of HotsDads. Look at me knowing numbers. Nice. Get out on that. Jaina and May just being little ice twins going through. There's the unkillable coming out of Zul'Jin, going ahead and stopping that from going, but not being able to turn around. Just go ahead and sip from the healing fountain. Real quick. The moon well, as XR hates when I call it. They are looking at this. They want to try and convert this bottom tower. They want to turn this into a HotsDad tower, crested with the symbol of the man in shadows, the cloaked man.
The altars are rising, heroes. Do get ready.
There's going to be a double top altar. Will they go fight for it? Or will they stay down here and try and just take their opponent's stuff? Can just go ahead and pop that Ocean Renewal. Because that's the thing, King has to make sure he doesn't get too low, because of course we do have the last rights. No stacks on it so far. Oh, Ice Wall burns kind of unnecessarily. Like, it's better than like letting them die, but that's going to be down for quite a while.
Doom to the gravekeeper.
There's the Blizzard combined, though making short work of the minions of FC Hong Kong. Alright, they're doing a very good job of actually using that light bomb as an engage tool. I do think the Ring of Frost is a little bit back. Oh, massive damage onto Bird Flu, but we do go ahead and have that goes out, only catching the Imperius. Imperius does not have their ult available anymore, but there's a big ult stab. Eliel goes and takes a bump. We do go and have King looking for that in too. Not going to get anything though, and that will go in. We do have a 1 level advantage for the time being. Up at level 16, that is a talent tier. But with the double soaking, no, Malta will stop double soaking. Malta actually wants this camp. I'm not sure I agree with this decision.
There is a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
What?
And with that voice line and the emergence of the center passage, the forts have upgraded to keeps in terms of how much experience you get for taking them.
The time is now.
Yep, they're moving up here. Malthus, be careful. Knocking them down to 12 health. Now we have twice the hit points on the side of the HotsDads. But good call here. They say, okay, they're not here. Let's go ahead and punish them. Take some of this stuff down. Oh, Anduin, why are you leading the way? Let's play good idea, bad idea. Having my weak, perilous healer be the front line. We're up to 29 stacks on Zul'Jin. 5 more autos, and he will complete this quest. Oh, wow. When I first read that, I thought enemy meant enemy hero. Oh, Splinter goes ahead and catches that. There's the Divine Shield coming out. Light Bomb ends up being wasted a little bit. Oh my god, great. They knock them back into the Jane Ring of Frost. Fantastic, exactly what you want to see. 10 stacks of Master Assassin. There goes the keep going down. They are moving up. Taking a little bit of damage here in the middle, but Malthael is more focused on double soaking. They are now down about a level and a half, which is a bad place to be if you are a FC Hong Kong fan. Because now the reaping begins. They're just going to move around the map and just not let them gain any like advantage.
Do not disappoint me. This red will be mine alone.
Down to 7. Keep in mind the boss is here. We'll take them down an additional 4. Down to 3 core health. Alright, well that's going to be a kill onto May. That will definitely be what they need. Unfortunately, Last Strike was not nearby to be used, so that's still at 0 stats. And they are going to go ahead and get this off the map. Another 4 shots coming home. But here's the question. We've made down another 30 seconds. Can they get this? Can they convert this? Oh. And also, will this be noticed? Answer is no. Yeah, I don't blame the Jason's like, I don't want to fight Leo. Leo, I assume, took the silence. No, Leo took Burning Despair. Oh my goodness. A little bit surprised at that. Burning Despair is really good. But into this team, I would definitely take him to silence again too. Like, you can just shut down their entire team with that. Except for maybe the Zul'jin.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
Alright, here we go. We do have a lot of people moving in. King goes ahead. There's the revolving. Lots of free damage. Odin comes out. No one paying attention to Malthael here in the middle. They're more gambling on if we can just take this fight down here. They go ahead. Lots of damage onto Zul'jin. But Uther goes down, but that's actually really good. Uther going down is not as much a problem as you might think. However, with Geo and Zul'jin going down, yeah, this is going to be the end of the game. And we do go and have HotsDads are going to win game number 1. We're going to be going ahead and getting that turned in.
Like all the heroes slain.
And Master Assassin finishes as the final shots are in the air. Looking at the stats at the end of game number 1, we do go and have Tychus coming out with 81,000 damage. Top damage in the game, followed up by Calyrex, and then Malthael. Healing-wise, we do have Desda out-healing the Anduin by a little bit, 87,000. And then in terms of experience, the double soakers are double soaking. Leo slightly gets an edge over Malthael, but it's less than 1,000, so it's not much of an edge at all. Talents, we got those. I'm an offlaner, so looking real quick, we do have a Pale Horse going back and forth. Die Alone for better 1v1. We do have Massacre. Massacre is always interesting because it synergizes really well with the other ult. Inevitable End, and then Soul Collector. Okay, so that one is not the one that goes through. And then we do have No One Can Stop Death. I don't remember if that was ever even used. On the other side, we do have Ocean Renewal, Paralyzing Rage. So trying to go ahead and not the more 1v1 talent. We do go and have Hopelessness. I take that one too. The Entomb. And then just the suck build, if I want to use Gul'dan terminology. I feel like this was taken specifically because Malthoga got trying to engage onto Leoric. And being able to just keep your health up by just continuously applying this stuff is super good. But regardless, I will see you guys in game number 2. Don't go anywhere. And bye-bye. Well, not bye-bye. See you in a bit.
Industries.
Hello, and welcome back to game number 2 between HotsDads and FC Hong Kong. HotsDads having a bit pretty, like I won't call it a dominant performance in game number 1. It was definitely back and forth. The fights were crazy, but I won't say that they ever looked to be losing. They were just, like, struggling to win, if that makes sense. So we do go ahead and have, this is going to be on Volskaya Foundry, which, by the way, welcome back to Storm League Volskaya. We missed you. That evil warhead was around for way too long, and I hated it. But you're going to have Chromie, Chroma still being banned out. HotsDads not changed their ban strategy. I do not blame this at all, because at the end of the day, obviously, when you win game number 1, then you don't need to change your bans. Like, you were able to handle the team they brought, so why would you change? Oh, let's make sure to not run into that hero that we already beat. Interesting enough, we also have FC Hong Kong not changing their bans, at least so far. Hogger was their first ban. I want to say they banned Stukov here. Are we going to have a Stukov coming in? Is that a thing we're going to have to run into? Stukov. It's like Ricola, but it's Stukov. We do have the Stukov. And then the last ban was in Johanna. Johanna? That is the question. Yep, we do go to Johanna coming out. Oh my gosh, stop dropping frames. Here's the problem. And I don't know if I should say this yet, because I don't know if you can hear me at the moment. Arg? I'm kind of waiting for it to, like, fix itself, so I can start talking again. I don't know if you can hear me or not. It's not full on up. Oh my gosh, it is dropping frames like crazy though. So you're probably getting a super choppy experience, and there's not a dang thing I can do about it. Internet, come back.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Hell, it's about damn.
I am so sorry about this. Like, here's the problem. I'm casting from a hotel, so there's nothing I can do when the hotel internet kind of craps out. I'm sure a bunch of people just suddenly jumped on it because kids are here or something. Yuck. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording just in case, like, this doesn't get better, so I can upload something that, like, works. But I do deeply apologize. Alright, okay, I'll try and, like, get back. I keep just waiting for it to, like, clear up, but it has not been clearing up, so I'm just going to have to record it and do the best I can. I hope you guys can see something. It's a bit of a yuck, but we do go and have Jaina and Brightwing being banned out. That is the first real change. Desda not going to be able to play that Brightwing, and then Jaina, of course, was being played last time by, I think, Wickedy. Definitely someone, though.
This is my jam!
We have Desda going for Lucio, since the Brightwing is not available. And then we do have Geo playing that Thrall. Should I make sure nothing else can possibly be running? But no, it's not.
My blade.
I hear the
Please
call.
get better, internet! was at like less than 1%. I'm up to 6% drop frames now. This is awful. I was going to try and do a replay cast after this, but I'm definitely not if the internet's going to be like this. The good news is I think something is getting out. Can I lower the...
I must feed.
All right, I've lowered the bitrate. Hopefully that will help some. I don't, there's very, very limited amounts I can do with this, unfortunately. But I'm gonna do the best that I can. This is gross and annoying, and it makes me sad. I can play just fine, but casting may be an issue. It was fine through all of first game. I don't know why it's not getting better. Ugh. And I can't really. I could try and like reconnect to the server. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank you for someone telling me that. I've been freaking out for like 5 minutes about how like bad the experience was. So it's really good to know it's not that bad. But here we go into game number 2. We do go and have HotsDads being played by. No, that's not how words work. King is going to be on the Sonya. Then I need to pay attention to the drafts because I was too busy watching the connection. Bird Blue is going to be on the May. We do go to have Progden is playing the Tychus once again. Wiggity is going to be on the Nazebo, and Elial is going to be playing the Anduin. Meanwhile, representing the other side of the battlefield, we do go to have FC Hong Kong with Splendid Daddy playing the Malfield. Desda going to be on the Lucio. Jay Tizzle is going to be playing the Blaze. We do have Calatrax is on the, is that Li Ming? I think it's Li Ming. And then Geo playing Thrall. Crap! So we go ahead and have this moving in. We do go in and get Splendid Ready, take a huge step forward. It looks like Sonya will already be down at the bottom. Blaze going down to meet with her. This movie's so bad, 'cause like I said, the entire first game was fine. And then this happened. Everyone, Marriott sucks. And it could possibly be a Twitch thing instead, I don't know. Because the fact of the matter is actually, because I have had no connection issues with HOTS, it may actually be a Twitch thing. Or who knows, it also could be something that happened with, there's a massive winter storm going on right now, so that's possible. Regardless, though, I will get the I will do the cast and get it uploaded so it's still there a little bit better. I do apologize that your live experience is not very good, but there's Splenda going back and forth, trying to go and get this taken care of. We do go down the bottom camp, being taken right now by Desda and Geo. Geo, why are you letting the poor like healer take all this damage? What kind of a protector are you? We're gonna have a good bit of damage coming down. Splinter does have to go ahead and tap. Both teams level 3 at the moment. Geo does come up, goes in and gets that. Zigo going to go ahead and be going to Togo. Does have Pandemic. Really? Pandemic? How dare? Alright, there's King going down.
We've redesigned our trigger protectors for combat in the Nexus. Prepare to begin field testing.
Nope. I didn't get any betting out because like the stream was dying. Like, I definitely had more important things to worry about at the time. I'm still low-key freaked out. I'm trying not to let it affect the camera. I'm trying just going down, and I swear half my attention is just on this little, like, deep orange box in the corner. It makes me super sad.
Trigger terminal online. Take control of it to pilot the mech.
Alright, we do going to have a lot of damage back. They are going to go ahead and take this paper airplane camp, as Sparhawk would call it. Why is Sparhawk cast anymore? I'm upset. So there's Splenda going through. We do go and have the blue team occupying this point. Very, very often you see people push to 7 before they go in and try and fight. There's Jay Tizzle going in. Jay Tizzle did go ahead and take, oh, interesting, took a Death Impact. So actually that's more of a tanking talent usually, not normally what I see. Both teams are now level 7. Are they just giving up this protector? It is up to 70% right now. So we will have to see. But again, they are coming in to fight for it. Remain just now getting here to the battlefield. We can go and have the turret drop. I don't see the other turret. It might already been cleared though. Don't see where oh, there it is up in the corner. Going ahead, and it does kill its companion off. However, J-Tip is making a huge bit of damage. We'll go ahead and go down. Blaze not in this fight. Spurting that he's super low. Geo a little bit too deep. He's in too deep, and he's trying to feed. You go ahead and have the protector being occupied by May. No second person into it just yet.
Blue team has taken control of our protector.
Not so damage coming out. We're going to have Malfield, or Mal'Ganis goes back. Zebo came up here in order to stop this camp. Camp was pushing quite a bit of damage, got them to the top lane. But looking back at the protector, it's a shame Soul's just not in this game. Julian could stack like crazy off that. Master Assassin is picked up for Tychus once again, and then Piercing Light once again by Anduin. Same challenge we saw before. We're going to Crash Lightning on the Thrall, and then we do go and get Triumvirate and Zai's Vengeance.
Protector to its limit. Well done.
Where was Sonya? Sonya got killed by the Nexus minions, which is unfortunate. Alright, so we do have 1 kill to 2. Level 10s are out right now for the side of FC Hong Kong. We do go and get Ravenous Spirit, Leaf, Ice Wall, Commandeer Odin, and Light Bomb. I am not Miss Sparhawk. Excuse you? Oh wow, Thrall just is absolutely like trunked on. Going to get a little bit of extra value out of that Ravenous Spirit before it goes away. Did you go and have, oh nice, I saw catches 2 people. There's the Light Bomb. Nice sleep though, fantastic. Because they were trying to get in there real quick and take that out, but obviously you can't use abilities when you're asleep. I know, weird, just trying to keep up with. You're going to have quite a bit of damage coming through. Virtually goes ahead and gets taken right on out. There's the lead coming in from King, trying to go in the G Twizzle. We could go and have Lucio uses the sound barrier in order to try to keep that out. Berkeley's super low. There's a lot of damage. Yes, your ice shield doesn't do a whole lot whenever Li Ning can do that. That's the problem, because you have to not move. And of course, Triumvirate means it does so much damage if hit from a range. And Li Ning can't really like get out of the ice block very easily. Ah. You're going to have coming in here. Gio going to go and pick this up. Splendid Daddy going to go and anger over on the side. Obviously on the side that they're more likely to come from. Look at the healing camp. Look at the toys though. They have used them. Desta has... No, they haven't. So they've got both turrets and the healing camp. This will be a very, very different story whenever they get up to the top.
A new terminal will be ready shortly.
Alright, it does look like FC Hong Kong. He's going to go in. Splendid Daddy does go ahead and try and move forward. Does not actually catch anyone. Would you go and have... Well... Oh, never mind. I thought they were just now picking the level 10s. I was like, excuse me?
Time, hero.
You have Earthquake,
Control
Carry
the
on Swarm,
terminals and
Sound
bring
Barrier,
in the
Bunker Drop,
protector.
and Disintegrate. Already saw the Disintegrate used to great effect against an immobile Mei. Alright, Light Protect Me. A lot of damage coming out of that. Bunker comes down. Belial very, very, very weak. Will get taken out by the Ravenous Spirit. If you go out and continue to go around, we're going to be taking a bunch of damage. And this is going to be FC Hong Kong on the warpath, trying to go ahead and push back into this game in a big way. Alright, sorry about that. I want to see if lifting my laptop up would give it a better signal, but it did not. I didn't think it would, but it was worth a shot. The real question would be if that actually worked, would I have spent the rest of the cast just holding it up in one hand? Like, how committed am I? More committed than Tychus, who went ahead and actually, Master Assassin will not get stacked when you're the one that dies. Man, Gio's being rewarded for his aggression. There's King. King does just narrowly avoid, and will get out of here with about 300 health. But there is the Protector coming down. Protector with 5 offensive abilities.
Blue team has taken control of our protector.
Alright, there goes Protector. Going on down. Going on down. That will be the second fort of the game. So right now, despite the fact they've lost the Protector, and it has been FC Hong Kong, but at the end of the day, it's still 4 kills to 5. FC Hong Kong does have 5 kills. They're doing a little bit better. But this is definitely not... Oh, King just go in and use lead. We're actually catching you up. There's a bit of damage coming down from the Protector. But more importantly, we're just about to hit level 16 thanks to Blaze down here. Double soaking. Nice sleep. We do go and have the Earthquake come down, covering these P2 from leaving. You're not going anywhere, except back to the Hall of Storm Sonia. Probably going to be the next one going down, trying to go in and get out of here. There's Desna using the movement speed. Gio very, very low, but you know who's even lower? Is Krogden. However, we do go and have the Ravenous Spirit. And Krogden, oh my goodness, Krogden actually gets out. I thought he was dead 1,000% of the time, but not going to happen. Not today. Not ever. Level 16 is on tap. More orbs coming out of Lee Ween with Arcane Orbit. Mal'Ganis does not know what they want. Now go ahead and this moving in. They're trying to go ahead and try and get this to the nerve. Meanwhile, Blaze continues to just push down here. Doing a pretty good job controlling his mana consumption, I must say. There we have that going ahead and getting picked up and knocked off. We're just going to have both sides picking up their turrets. But again, the heal can be, and yes, Clinton does still have the heal camp. So that would be a big difference in the last fight. We'll have to go ahead and see if that happens again. Nice posturing, but I don't know what they're posturing for. There's no camp here. Third spot will be down here at the bottom. Actually, I think it's more of from like, I think the control point goes like this. Yeah, a little farther over, more like that. I don't know why, like, everyone knows where the control point is. I don't know why I'm spending the time showing that, but you know what, I am. We do go and have, it's level 16, level 18. This is the time that we might want to have a fight out of the HotsDads. They do not want to fight down 20. And with the next control point not being announced, like, I don't think their opponents will get 20 before, but it's possible.
A protector is almost ready.
Now it's not possible. There's no way in 30 seconds they're going to get a level and a half. That can happen at the beginning of the game, but not now. That pick up a level 19 though, just to go down there, is going to be, it will be very, very difficult for HotsDads to push in on this point, because at the end of the day, you do definitely have, like, being down 2 levels means you're down 8% health, and your abilities do 8% less damage. Well, more correctly, the team is up has 8% more health, and their abilities do 8% more damage. It doesn't, like, lower your damage output, but you guys get what I mean. Oh, Geo. When they do end up using this, that may be a mistake. Ice Wall does come out. Ice Wall is a little bit of anti-synergy. They're trying to get Geo, and they will get Geo. Geo goes down. That was exactly what HotsDads need, because Geo will not be back for a full minute. They will get protected by this, but do their opponents push in down 20s? Like, or not down 20s, but without 20s? They will get it shortly. The passive experience from 2 lanes having their forts gone. A lot of damage comes through. We do go down Splendid Daddy, going ahead and trying to move forward. King might be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to go ahead and ride that happy cloud right to safety. We do go and have the turret. Turret's being like, I'm on an adventure. Basically, that is the Lily turret. Oh, and we just murdered Lily. So they are here. Thrall has just respawned. Now, I think they're trying to run in here, but it's dangerous. Bird Flu over here on the side. Gonna go ahead and get this knocked down. Super bunch of damage coming through. Bird Flu tries to make it unstoppable, but hard to do. We do go ahead and have that. Oh, 2 people he caught the ice wall right as Geo arrives on the battlefield. There is the big leap coming in. King in the middle of everything. We do go and have a big sweep coming down. Bird Flu trying to get taken out. Here's King taking a huge bit too. Surely they'll both get out of here. And when it goes down, but yes, King and Bird Flu both somehow, some way. Never mind, I lied. Meanwhile, we do go down the paper airplane camp up here at the top of the map. We had just lambasting through here. But this is a way bigger camp right here. Red team has destroyed a fort. Is there some sort of event going on right now? Is that what's causing this? Like, what the heck? a whole heck of a slew of damage coming on down. They're trying to go ahead and get this bottom keep taken out. This would be a lot of catapults, and it is their strongest lane. Oh, surely you don't walk away with it like that. Okay, you do go and get it with that last little bit. Nice, slow. You do go and have Geo in the area. Because then catches them with the wolf. Big, we do have the Earthquake coming down. Huge bits of damage. Ellie's not going anywhere. Andrew is going down. King and Bird Blue not going to make it out of here, I don't believe. We do go and have the, yeah, Wiggity. Wiggity tries to use the Ravenous Spirit, but that meant he could not move away. And he's actually came forward. This may be the Ethereum Kong starting to walk forward, trying to get this taken out. Looks like both Slim Daddy and Tizzle catching hands real quick. Let's break it down indeed. We do go and have Bird Blue. Does go and attack the sun, but even more importantly, we do have the core going down. And guys, I will be right back. I'm sorry for not doing like a post-game look at things. I want to try and restart the stream, see if that helps at all. Try and change servers. Try and do everything I can. So I will be right back. Alright, so we do go ahead and have the Chromie and the Stukov band out. We do go ahead and get Anduin already taken, so we will not see another healer ban. We do not yet have a hard tank, though we have two potential offlaners coming on out of here. I have lowered the quality some. Hopefully that will keep it under with because it seems to be like just over 2,000 bitrate that it can handle. So I lowered it to 2,000. I do apologize. I'm sure that you're going to get some fragmentation. Not going to get as high quality picture, but you know what? I think this is better than it constantly skipping. I'm doing the best I can. There is the Tychus being banned out. I do like that. Tychus has been picked up in both games by HotsDads, so getting that out of there will definitely be a thing that will be helpful. Okay, you know what?
I will fight to my last breath!
One second, you guys. I'm still seeing it change, so I'm actually just going to put a shirt across the keyboard so that I can't see the stats at the bottom, because I'm going to spend the entire match looking at them, and there's nothing I can do about them, so I'm going to go ahead and do this so I'm not able to focus on it. But we do go ahead and have a Nubra being picked up by Splinter Daddy, Zul'jin making a return on Calatrax, Geo staying on Thrall. Geo really, really likes Thrall. Definitely think we'll look forward to. There's Krogden coming out on the Junkrat. No Overwatch heroes. I heard Overwatch heroes were overpowered. Neither team winning any. This is going to be an old school brawl from the 3 mainstays. Alright. Match starting. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. And here we go into the rubber match, representing the Blues team on the angelic side of the battlefield. We have King playing Blaze. Wiggity will be on that James Raider. Tonight there's Tychus, so there'll be a different space for you. We have Eliel playing the Rhaegar. We do go and have Junkrat being played by Krogden. And then lastly, we do go and have Bird Flu coming out here on JoJo herself. They are your blue team. They are the hierarchy of
4, 3, 2,
hatred. There we go. There's an H word. They are the HotsDads. Meanwhile, on the orange side of the battlefield, representing the side of the Devils and the Infernals, we're going to have Calatrix playing the Zul'jin, Geo on the Thrall, Anduin being played by Desda. Splendid Daddy will be on the Anubarak, and Hogger on J Tizzle. Definitely coming out here with the all Warcraft team, it looks like. They are your orange team. They are the Federation of Ferocity. They are FC Hong Kong. Oh, lots of damage on the Geo. Geo went and got booped by that Junkrat. Wait, Junkrat's a Overwatch hero? What am I saying? I'm dumb. Both teams going back and forth, neither side going to the non-existent camp yet, but the camps will be spawning in just a second. There they are. This spawn is for you. Lots of damage to your heart, so having to unstoppable to get back. Very, very healthy health bars on the side of FC Hong Kong. That's Zul'jin going to really, really, really dislike going to Johanna. So that's of course taking Zealous Flare in order to blind Zul'jin even more effectively. Meanwhile, Jimmy Ray has come up here. Does take Exterminator, of course. On this map, you always take Exterminator because he does do 50% more damage to monsters. And technically, the Immortals are considered monsters. So I think that Jimmy is missing. They're going to move down here and go ahead and pick this up. Big stun. Although King has very, very little health left, which might be a problem, depending on if they have tap available. Because you're going to need that, and it does look like tap is... No, that's Pyromania. I think tap is up. Yeah, tap is up. I always forget where to click to find that out. We go and have this camp being picked up by our lovely blue friends.
shall return before long.
I was like, the idea that this is the battlefield of eternity. The immortals and the demons have been fighting forever. However, the heroes show up and they're not actually on the battlefield. So they were just having a coffee break. It's almost like a Good Omen, where they're like, they're actually not that they're not that fighty. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh wait, crap, the heroes are here. We have to make a point to look like we're fighting. Oh, lots of stuns coming down. This looks like a really good engage. They will go and get that out of it. I do think, no, they also didn't even take it. Very gutsy on the side of the HotsDads, but not going to pay off for them just yet.
I must take up a new position.
So we do go and have the blue team, and does go and take out the Belial? Belith? That's his name, Belith? Very weak. They have not actually taken this out though. This could be a problem. Depending, no, it is going to be, okay, no, it's going to be just fine. Nice bit of damage there is virtually getting stun. Although keep in mind, Anubrak does not have the health to stay into this if they are not able to. You have 6 stacks on you on Axe so far. Lots of nice stun coming on the king. You're not going anywhere. There is the bouncy bounce coming from Jay Fizzle. Real behemoth armor coming out onto Jimmy Ray. Piercing lights on that Anduin. And actually, yeah, the Belith did end up, they did go ahead and take that out on the backside.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
Lots of damage coming through. The bone is into melee mode. That's a shady gone. Doing chunk. There's Kronk. Oh. Is this the way you wanted to go, my friend? May have been a bit of obstruction. There is Jimmy Wrigley and being hit by those wolves. It goes to cross wolf pack is all ready. And we'll finish up the cross wolf pack quest. I forgot how to talk for a second. We have a special rat as well. Sorry? I'm sorry I didn't think you'd be able to hear that. And there's first blood coming out. We have the Nubrak was then just taken out very quickly. We will go and ride the momentum of that. And go ahead and take this camp up here. Unopposed, because obviously Nubrak is not up here yet. There's Trump. They're trying to ride this in. Not going to be able to just yet. We are right on the cusp of about a half level lead on the side of the HotsDads.
There is no escaping my justice.
No escaping your justice, indeed. So there's Zul'jin working our way up here. Meanwhile, down below, we do go down Jay Cecil, Geo, and Desna, trying to protect this. Berkeley moving in, trying to protect this being clear up. We do go and have Jay Cecil bouncing back and forth, a little bit of a bounce. Meanwhile, Zul'jin does not stop. Once you pop, the troll don't stop. using this so well, but it's so risky. If they actually get in on him, there comes Berkeley trying to make that happen. If you go and have to have parry going across, level 2s are online for our good friends, the HotsDads. We do go and have Johanna going down, and level 2s up on the other side. Only Cocoon picked up so far. There's the Light Bomb, Dingle, Shockwave, and Troll does not know. Oh, nice bunker in response. Not a lot of health on King. It looks like we may have Geo. No, the Rhaegar will get out. The Bellic once again is picked up and is victorious, going towards the bottom lane.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
Here comes the demon riding on in. Riding high, as you were. A lot of damage going through. Wiggity goes ahead and gets, has to step back. Step over to the other side. You can go and have Pelicans moving in, trying to go in with the second barrel. The operators are staying up top, although actually Johanna is staying up here. Kind of an interesting choice. King goes and catches Geo. Junkrat tries to knock it back into danger, will not quite be able to. And there's going to be the first building up the game as the lower fort goes down.
The demon has fallen. Rise again in time.
They're coming down here. 12 seconds until this camp. It does like the opponents. We're going to pick up the shaman camp right quick. There is King. Is King? No King did go with Drillin. I was going to say, I really was surprised to see that before. Drillin definitely on this map with Incendiary Dawn and the burn notice at 20% delay. Let's go for Suppressive Fire. I did learn today, for anyone who does not know it, even though it says it reduces spell power if heroes hit by 25%, that is specifically a spell damage debuff. It does not affect healing. King dives into danger, and immediately danger is found. Bunker comes out. Geo has no health, and is going to get picked up by the rubbish rodent. Jessica goes and catches a riptire to the face. And then have to sit and take that real quick. Supposed to have to go and moving back and forth. And then you go and have Immortals coming up in 15 seconds. Are we going to see an invade or this game? It did not work out very well for HotsDads before. You always have this guy pushing through the bottom lane right quick.
I fight for the glory of the high heavens.
There's Caltrax saying, hey, I'm going to help you out. And there is pressure coming across the top lane. Will have to be dealt with at some point, but not necessarily right now. Here's Jay Trizzle looking for a flank. They're both sides going back and forth. Berkeley going ahead and heading, and they're into engage. We do have the Unstoppable, and the Cocoon comes down onto Rhaegar, and lots of damage trying to take it down. And yes, they will get it down for the Ancestral King, and the Rhaegar did get out, but not in time to actually save the Johanna. Cases were very low. There is a bunker, an abandoned bunker in the middle of the battlefield. And there is the top fort. Remember I said that need to be dealt with? Well, that's what happens when you ignore a shaman camp. Meanwhile, there are catapults in the bottom lane trying to come across. So both sides sitting here. They do see Blaze is not with us. That should be the trigger to move forward. And yes, there's Geo leading the way. Catching a double shot. I'm sorry, Geo, I shouldn't point that out, but I did. unstoppable, so then says, nope, I'm not here anymore. When that big earthquake comes out, is Johanna the target again? Johanna is once again the target, and does get taken out by Thrall. The crash lightning comes down. We do have Rhaegar going down as well. Blaze in the backline, but Blaze is, you don't care about Blaze. We're going to knock that down. Hello. He goes down, and this is going to be curtain for Ilarion. Velen rides high, getting the hat trick.
I moved to new ground.
Now, which lane will they go to? That lane has a little bit of damage. Looks like they will be going top, most likely. Look at that majesty. And here we go.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
I do really like the just the control that FC Hong Kong has with this. And they really were just waiting. They're not going. They even still have Honko double cookie. They have a level advantage. They have a talent tier up. So they said, you know what? We'll just slow play this. We've been doing well so far. The shield is gone, as is the wall. The Immortal is in here trying to do nice zoning Hyperion. They're not going to go too far in. There's Chisholm trying to get a few axes into areas where it matter. Axes into the fleshy meat of the enemy team. There is the Ancestral coming out. Ancestral goes ahead and catches the Johanna. Bunker is down. Bunker drops the backline. Braves going ahead and just streaming fire onto everyone. Team takes a bunch of damage. There is the stun. Team not going to be much longer in this role, I don't think. No, they're going like charge out to safety. You have the Immortal going down. The Scorpion then takes that out. But Johanna also no longer being alive.
Demon's attack has failed. Yet we have not seen the end of him.
Demon's attack has failed. Lots of damage coming through. There's Trogdon. Being this nice and taken care of. They don't quite have Johanna yet. They know this is here, but they can't step into it without their say. And the race to 20 is on. Both sides do have their level 16 talents, so it's just a question of who's trying to get up there faster. Obviously, FC has the advantage of about a level. They also have residual experience coming in because no buildings have actually been taken out. So very, very, very little experience is passively going the side of HotsDads. Had a line bust moment for a second there.
I shall land in a moment, as will my foe. I will deliver this realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
Alright, we do go and have both sides kind of in an aggressive position, able to try and burn. It does look like the burn from the blue team is a little bit faster as Bella. I think we're calling Bella, but Bella is a whole different character. Bella does go to half health first. Defensive positions coming out now. Oh, that's not me. That's the game laggy. I guess the kill still could be me, but it's back into the game, so it's been fine up until now. Alright, we just go and have the big, Okay, we do go and get the bunker up. We have the cocoon onto Johanna. Johanna already free. We do go and have a lot of people into the bunker. Is almost an anti-cocoon. So they just got to quick fire at it real quick. Very, very good fight for HotsDads so far. There's the pull up, but no, the bug is squashed. The big old boot of Rainer came down and made a new rock pus all over everything. And this will be the first time that Elorian will win. Because I do definitely think without the Anubrock, this cannot be contested by HotsDads. However, the core is under fire. Junkrat did have to come back to clean this up.
Victory through righteousness.
So this will weaken them. They do see Junkrat's back here. They just have the potential to go out and fight a 4v4. They won't have their tank, but that may not make a difference.
There's no place where evil can hide from my gaze. I will bring down the gates of hell.
Alright, we are into melee mode for the Immortal. There is a big fight coming in. Oh, we do have the Adjana, a bunch of... We do have a Anubrock going in and running into this right quick. There's starter engines, and Geo does get pulled out the last second. Magic's level 20, both of them level 19. Even talenters, even levels. Even power, even drama. There's Colrox, we are just landing axe after axe after axe into the Immortal. It does look like this is going to trigger a pullback. You're going to come up here, and they have to unfortunately keep worrying about this lane over and over and over again, because the fact that this is still up, every single wave has a catapult with it. There are no catapults in return. And yep, that is Geo going through. Like I don't want to. I always hate when something like that happens. I'm like I don't want to be like, oh, there's Geo, you know, and call out what happened. But at the same time, I can't not talk about what just happened. Very, very nice bush gank coming from the side of the HotsDads. Going to go and pick up this shaman camp. This might get a little bit, although it does look like, yep, they've already seen it. They're all the way back. So I'm not going to take care of it right quick. As long as no actual percent damage gets done, then this stuff will never amount to anything. 10 seconds till Immortals come out.
Repent before my wrath, demon.
Troll is coming back out to the forefront. There we have the Hyperion coming in. It's going to start the damage on Bella. Just taking care of. We're going to have Bird Flu, barely avoiding that. I'm not sure if it was a dodge or just a miss, but no damage was done, and that's the point. Oh, nice avoidance. We can go and have Cocoon coming down. There is the attack on the backline. A stun onto Emil. And a lot of damage to Rhaegar. Self Ancestral, Best Ancestral. Cocoon goes down. We can go and have the second one coming out. Hogwick is taken out. Was not quite able to finish off Rhaegar, although they did force out the ult. So gets pulled out of danger right quick. I really feel like Free Hong Kong is just being a little bit too aggressive with this. Like, they didn't need to run over there and fight their opponents. They could have waited. They could have waited for their opponents to have to go back and deal with this. And then go on in when they have advantage. They kind of ran in there into their area where they had to deal with more careful unnecessarily.
to this realm.
Here we go again. We will have Hogger coming out in just a second. Thrall will not be back for another 25. Hello, Melby.
The wickedness of hell dwindles.
Oh my god!
March for hell's
That was a
gates.
thing that just happened. There is, oh my gosh, a new rock goes in and he gets just absolutely trounced. Pulled out, but then just that Junkrat auto just following them all the way up to the wreck. So this could actually hurt. The fact that new rock is down for 50 seconds, like we've seen how quickly these level 20 games can end. Jessica can just blast forward, and we'll not be taken out by that. But you're going out Jake Pickle, trying to get over that this one and stop out. But there is the Zul'jin. And Sabbath is saving their life. Targeting gets back, was being targeted by the team.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. Red team's core is under attack.
Dead even game at this point in terms of structures. But here's the core damage, and that is still a very, very, very healthy Alaria. Hog Wild comes out. We do go ahead and have the Ancestral. Lands. Very, very low. King goes down. Junkrat goes down. We are down to 19%. I don't think they can save us, and no, they cannot. That is going to be game number 3, and the series going in favor of the HotsDads. Let me see if I can get an interview right quick. Alright, looking at this, we do go ahead and have, while I wait to see if anyone wants to come and have a lovely interview with me. Actually, let me move down so I can see if anyone actually joins. We do go ahead and have, in terms of the stats, at the end of game number 2, we do get 87,000 coming out of Crogton, Geo with 81,000, and Calatrix with 75,000. Oh, and it looks like I am joined by King. Hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going? Hello.
Doing fantastic. What a couple of games. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty wild set.
So kind of give me a question to start us off. How are you guys feeling right now?
Pretty good. Yeah, that last one was super close. So, halfway into that game, I think we were feeling like it just wasn't really going our way. So, luckily, we kind of like turned it around a little bit, and yeah, pulled it off. So, pretty happy.
I definitely was like, so game number 1, in just like a quick recap, my sense looking at it is game number 1, I'm not going to say that, was your game, but it never really felt like you were in danger. Like, it just sort of felt like the two teams clashed and you guys were able to, you guys never lost a fight, although sometimes you had to back away from one.
Yeah, that was where they had the Uther tank, right?
Yep, on towers.
Yeah, the 4-man was doing good. I was in the off lane, so I wasn't watching too closely, but I definitely saw them. They kept getting kills, so kept showing up on my map. So they definitely, seemed to be winning that 4-man fight. I did double soak against the Malthael. Like, I think we were just kind of like mirroring each other.
I did notice it was kind of interesting that you went for, like, your 13, 16, and 20 were all of the Drain Hope talents. Is that a normal build for you, or is that specifically because you're like, I cannot let this Malthael get me anywhere close to that last rites time, so I just need to be getting as much health as often as possible?
Yeah, I was just thinking about getting as much health as possible.
Well, it definitely worked. Every time I would go up, here's the always I'm an offlaner myself, so I always want to look at the offlane, but every single time I would, it was like, okay, well, Malthael's going in and bullying Leoric, but not getting a lot of headway, and then now Malthael's leaving. Back to the 4-man.
Yeah, I felt like I would clear a wave, he would show up, I would just run away and go to the other lane, and then we just kind of did that for most of the game, felt like.
So, game number 2. was the game on Volskaya, and Volskaya definitely went back and forth a bit more. Although I forget, did you guys get a I know you guys were fighting for the point a few times.
I don't think we did.
So
Yeah, I don't think we did.
I know they got I know they got most of them. I
Mhm.
would say that after game number 1, you guys had the exact same bands. They had similar but not identical bands. What would you say that changed in game number 2? Was it just the map, or was there something specific in their draft?
I think some of the picks, like they had the 3 front line, and all of the front line had some CC on it. We were actually trying to get the Blaze, and then they picked it right before, in the turn right before us. So that kind of threw us off a little bit, I think. And I think also just I don't know, it was just they had a very beefy kind of front line, and we seemed to have a little bit of trouble, taking them down. So I think if we had to do it again, we probably would have rethought maybe. Yeah, maybe take something that's going to counter the all their CC that comes out. I'm not sure what we would have picked. But...
It also definitely felt like you were struggling a bit because they kept getting all of the pickups on the map, or at least a lot of them. It seemed like every single time there would be a point fight, except for the first one, I think, they had a turret and a healing camp, if not 2 turrets.
Mm-hmm.
So they
yeah. We felt that.
and
yeah,
then,
I think there was some point right in the middle where they were able to pick up our turret, and ended up the top fight where they had multiple turrets come out, and I don't think we had any turrets.
and then going into game number 3, tell me about like for me, one of the most, like, the whole series is exciting, but one of the biggest and highest impact section of the series was in game number 3, whenever you guys did the invade on the shaman camp, and that it kind of felt like the 2 teams just like ran into each other. It almost felt like one of those old RPG fights where they show combat by just having sprites mash into each other for a while. Like, what was that call, and at what point did you realize it wasn't actually going to pay out?
I think we only realized it wasn't going to pay out like when we were too deep to really escape. So
That
I think the call was just to go. I think we saw Hogger still top, possibly, and we didn't think they were all there. So I think we thought we could just get there, get the steal, and get out. But they kind of showed up at the perfect time, honestly. So we got a little bit trapped in all the, pretty much just all the stuff that came out. But luckily, it's just early, so I don't think we fell.
Oh yeah, that
I guess
that
they
was
got the first one.
they got the first 2 or
I
3, I
forget.
think.
Honestly.
Because I mean, there was definitely a point in that game where they had all their structures still up, and you had an exposed core. Like, it definitely felt like they were just like one immortal away from winning, and then you just never let them have another immortal. Was that at the end? Because it definitely it seemed to me a lot of that was just the
Oh, we did a
acquisition.
bush gank.
There was the bush gank that was amazing, that
Yeah.
really, really, really tilted the game. And then also, I just have to say, Lyle did a fantastic job. I kept seeing these double ancestrals where they would go in really, really hard, and the ancestral would just barely hit, and then the second ancestral would hit, and then
That's
then they were just like, we don't have any R buttons left.
yeah. Oh yeah. When the ancestral hits, it's kind of like that's quite a skill to get it off. I think just at the right time. Because when they're too late, it always feels kind of bad.
Oh
But
yeah, and there,
yeah,
okay,
ancestral helped. I think the bunker helped getting Blaze that game. Um, honestly, we were a little bit worried about them getting the Anduin because we saw that they picked Anduin a bunch in some previous games, and yeah, I feel like he had, especially early on, I feel he had a bunch of saves, and then later in the game we got kind of lucky. Like he'd get the pull off, but we'd still get the kill.
yeah, I think I saw
So
one of
maybe just
Junkrat's
some of the
grenades just
scaling.
like fly
Yeah,
across the whole map after the pull.
yeah, exactly. The up top, I think. Yeah.
But yeah, last question that I ask, because I ask a variation of this to everyone. Can you tell me where the name HotsDads comes from?
Oh, we just threw out a bunch of names, and that one, a bunch of us are dads, so we just thought it was a funny name.
I just always because
I don't remember what the other options were, but I think we voted on it.
That's what I always like to ask is like sometimes you get like very, very, very deep stories, and other times the people are like, yeah, exactly that episode, like, well, we had a bunch of things, and this one was funny, so.
Yeah. I think it was just we just thought that was of the ones we had chosen. We just thought that was a funny one.
So, with that said, those are all the questions I had for you. Let me go and turn it over to you for any shoutouts you might want to give.
Just to the team. I think everyone did well. The other team did great too. FC Hong Kong, I think is their name. Yeah, they gave us a really good match. Like that last game was just super close. Could have gone either way, honestly. So that's it.
Well,
thanks for casting.
Oh,
too.
my pleasure.
It's
Very
great.
much, very well fought. I do have to say, chat was very surprised when at the end of game number 3, you just had that doom push at the end. 'Cause I think that Immortal went through a fort and then a keep and then the core.
Yeah. I'll have to watch the replay, but I think you're right. I think they had everything up top because we had pushed bottom the previous objective. So I think we kind of went through everything up there.
The one thing I'm going to post.
We definitely got the kill in between the fort and the keep, I think, right?
Yeah. The one thing I will warn you, I'm going to post whenever the YouTube VOD is up. For whatever reason, so as we talked about beforehand, I am casting from a hotel, and for some reason the Wi-Fi connection just crapped out in game 2. And I have no idea what kind of quality Twitch got, but I very quickly slammed and started recording to my local PC. So if the quality is really bad, just wait for the YouTube VOD, because I'll obviously be using the local version of Game 2 and Game 3.
Right. Awesome. Okay, yeah.
Just so you know, I'll be posting it in DivD chat once it's like all compiled and up.
Nice. Okay, cool.
But other than that, enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah, have a good rest of the night. Thanks again.
And make sure to tell your various kids that you are officially cool, at least for tonight.
Yeah, I tell them in the morning. My son always asks me. He's like, "Did you win?" I'm like, "Yeah, we won." So I don't think he thinks I'm cool though.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Once again, congratulations, and we will see you in the next one.
Thanks. Yeah, hopefully see you again casting later this season.
We'll try. I'm in a lot of places.
Jumping around. That's cool. Yeah. No, you got to spread it out. There's so many. Honestly, there's just so many leagues and so many teams. So spreading it out, probably a good idea.
Alright, and with that, let me see if I can raid on over to anyone. It does not look like there's any other NGS matches going right now, or at least not any that are guaranteed to be going. So let me just go ahead and look at my follow list, see who is doing what. Looks like Linehouse is streaming. One of our... Oh, wait. No. Last Molecule is still up and is still casting. Casters go before streamers. So...